Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Embrace Your Uniqueness. I want to thank you guys so much for all the support. If you've been tuning into my channel, you understand that I have this real problem with social media, the effects on us, the greed of billionaires, and we're going to go into it. This week, we're looking at social media kills. We have to become brave enough to challenge ourselves. We have to become bold when sharing our special story. We all have something special inside. Are we willing and able to make the stand and say, yes, this is the life that's worth fighting for? I have to say, reading through all the comments has been wonderful, and I really appreciate everyone who is actively getting involved into this page and watching it grow. It's so neat. Embrace your uniqueness, that self-love, self-understanding, self-acceptance, growth-minded mindset that we need to go after those big dreams and goals that we have. And one thing that's going to get in our way is social media. Social media kills ambition. It kills self-confidence. It kills that drive. It kills time. It just is such a time drain on us. It kills our relationship with our community, our friends, and the network we want to grow and develop and nurture in order to really get to where we want to go in life. And we have to be wary of this. These are billionaires just cashing in on us. They're looking at us as profits, not people. And I really wish that we could have an honest conversation with billionaires and just be like, you know what, and stop investing money and to work your politicians over and to manipulate the business so you can just do whatever you want to whoever you want. I mean, you're hurting your own consumers. You're hurting your own bottom line, all because you want to be greedy, all because you're driving and striving to have the biggest yacht, to have the most of everything. And it's almost like we don't mind you being a billionaire. We don't need to just have you flaunt your life in front of us. All we're asking is if you do create platforms, if you do create businesses, make sure they're ethical. Make sure they put people in the front view of what's going on. Look at us not as commodities. Look at us as actual living human beings with a purpose and a greatness to bring to this world as well. And this is just all coming together. This channel is all about your personal development, your self-growth, your self-acceptance, that encouragement. And I'm just here to let you know that you have a special talent and a story to share, and that there's something worth working for deep inside. And you just have to have that courage and that self-discipline to really go after it. And it definitely takes work. And I don't mind coming out as much as I can to encourage you and tell you embrace your uniqueness, but it's going to be on you. It's going to be the way you treat your life, the way you treat each day. I wanted to come on a little bit earlier, but big news here. I'm actually getting married on May 1st, so I have a lot going on in my personal life. It was hard for me to get another video, but I definitely wanted to come on because I'd just be getting more and more comments, more and more attraction to this channel, and it's just been so amazing and such a great feeling. I just knew I had to touch base with everyone before the wedding and before we leave for our honeymoon. So maybe, just maybe, you're going to be seeing the next video live from wherever we are. I'll keep that a secret. Maybe we'll have a big review of where we are on our honeymoon, and maybe I'll upload some great videos of our wedding just so you can get to know me more, get to know my life. If you watch my shorts at all, you'll know that I'm basically using those shorts as ways to showcase my beautiful dog Ellie, and also just my own fearlessness about my personal handicaps, my disabilities. I don't have a left hand. I have missing pieces to both my right and left feet, but I move, I walk, I do everything I ever wanted to do. I love coming up with my own inventive ways of expressing myself, meeting those challenges head on, and taking on anything and everything that comes my way. So with that being said, we're looking at social media. We're seeing the effects of people. We know the effects it has on our youth. We understand the amount of money and time and drain that it just causes us. We see the effects of the misinformation, we're allowing these billionaires to have these platforms where they just carelessly throw and manipulate knowledge and information to twist our minds, to group us together, to make us a little bit easier as an attractive audience. They're poisoning the well to make us these zombie consumers, and it's absolutely disgusting. And one of the ways that you can break free of it all is just taking the time, going through your apps, and just start deleting them. and start getting rid of them and start clearing that out and letting go that fear of like the fear of missing out, the fear of not being connected, the fear of not being in the loop of the hottest topics or the coolest videos or whatever is happening in the world. Allowing yourself to just return to that inner strength and that knowledge is that you have a lot to give, and there are tons of people around you in your network that you can connect with and you can grow, and it will expand, and you'll be shocked by how deep and meaningful these relationships become when you truly have the time and the effort to build those real life relationships. Social media is not a connection platform. People, these billionaires, these owners sit there and they stand there in front of the microphone and they tell us about how their dream was to create a way for all of us to connect better and for all of us to, really meet each other and meet people from all over the world and share ideas, and it's just such bonkers. It's such nonsense. It's like cigarettes telling you how awesome and cool you're gonna be if you smoke them down, and cigarettes and like how they like never really were held accountable for years and years and years about the dangerous effects, until finally they had to. The writing was on the wall that it was dangerous to your health if you partook in this disgusting big business product like cigarettes. They do it in the food industry, they do it with alcohol, they do it with all sorts of stuff in this world. So I feel like social media should be on the same plan. If there are negative effects of your product, you should have to acknowledge that. You should have to be a little bit more transparent, and you have to stand up. If you can do something about it to mitigate it, then you should. If you can't do that, then you have no business standing there and telling us about your big dreams, about connecting people, helping people, uniting the world, bringing the earth together as one, when really all you're doing is just saying, I'm trying to find as many people as possible to give me money. And I'm trying to find a way to create an addictive, useless product that will draw people's attention, that feeds my ego and feeds my bank and pads my pocket and allows me to be the biggest name that I can dream of. And it's like, it's tiring. It's so sad. It's so small. It's so small-minded. And I know that we're going to get, we're going to build this pushback. We're going to unite. Channels like this are popping up all over, and I love it. I love the community. I'm telling you, the comments that I get, they all have this like amazing like truth feeling to them. They're coming from a place of like honesty, almost also like a little bit of, coming from a place of like empowerment, from just tired of being hurt or just bogged down or just drained by something so silly, and just like excitement for the future of letting things go. So thank you all for partaking in this channel, and by liking and subscribing, of course, that's super helpful. Make sure you just get involved, leave your comments and thoughts. I truly appreciate it. And like I said, next week or the week after, whenever I can put together another video, I'm going to share a little bit more about what's going on in life. My wedding I'm really excited about, and of course keep an eye out for my shorts if you want to check in on all things with my dog and my silliness with whatever I got coming out of my head. Thanks again for all your support, and I hope you have a great week.